going on, boys? It's Daddy Big here. And today I just kind of wanted to talk about the I guess tomorrow. but um but yeah, I just kind of thinking about this concept of you know, having these fresh starts every day. You know what I mean? And as the video title says, tomorrow's a new day. And yeah, it's just here's the thing, right? You know, we, we all have our bad days. You know what I mean? It just kind of happens. And I feel like, for me, I feel like most of the time when I have a bad day, it's usually just cause of some physical health reason, you know? Probably just cause I didn't get enough sleep the night before, something like that. That's pretty much the big reason. But there are other times when, you're just kind of mentally in a slump or that kind of thing. Something's going on with some of your friends or something like that. So, pretty much just like for me, it's just like any little health slip up, you know, as far as like overall health goes, any little blip in that might influence me to have a bad day. But, as the bad days happen, as they come, it's just kind of, you have to just take that moment where you realize that tomorrow's is going to be a new day. And I know that's kind of in itself a cliche to say, uh, rhyming every which way. But it's just, I don't know, man. This concept that the next day is a fresh start is it's definitely an optimistic look on life. But I think it's important, you know, because you're gonna have to realize in life that you're not always gonna be on your A game. You know what I'm saying? you know, you as just as many, just as many whatever mediocre days as you have good days. I'm sure the truly great days are few and far between, and it's just this whole idea of having a bad day and getting a new start, right? Because here's the thing. Back to the whole idea of not getting great sleep, right? My kind of take on the whole thing is, if you're not feeling great for a particular day, that's when you got to take care of yourself a little bit, because if you take a little time to take care of yourself, then you'll be able to go to bed the next day, hopefully feel better, you know. But I think that really what it comes down to is, me as a person, I tend to have pretty high expectations for myself. And a lot of times when because obviously I'm not going to always be able to do everything or, that, especially when it comes to music, there are going to be lots of days where I try singing something, I try recording something, and it just doesn't go well. Even, sometimes for videos, I remember one day I sat down to record like a Black Ops 3 video, and like 30 minutes in I got disconnected from the Black Ops 3 server. And it was just like man, that it just sucks. Or I remember one day I had plans to hang out with my girlfriend, and it ended up falling through. She had stuff going on, we couldn't make it. It was just like, man, that was like gonna be my whole day. It's just like a just moments like that where it's just like, man, that's a bummer, when it's just a bummer, and it's at that moment, or at those moments when you just need to realize, well, you know tomorrow is going to be a new day. And I think that that's just like how you comfort yourself in those moments. You know what I mean? When things aren't really working out the way you wanted them to, that kind of thing. It's just, I don't know. It's just this it's such a naive idea in a way, but this idea that this romantic concept that you'll always get a second chance just by waking up. Like, isn't that just kind of beautiful? You know what I mean? I don't know, boys, but I guess it's just in those moments where you're feeling a little down for whatever reason it could be. That's just kind of just saying that to yourself is kind of just isn't that kind of just the way you keep your chin up? The way you realize that everything's gonna be all right. I just think There's just something cool about that. Something special. Yeah, boys, today, for example, I don't know, it's just been one of those days where I don't really know how to put my finger on it, but it just kind of feels like I don't know, it just kind of feels like, just one of those weird days where you just kind of feel a strange sense of I don't know. I just it's like I know that I just like a weird kind of like introspective feeling where you don't, it just I don't really know how to I don't know how to explain it. It's just I don't know, it just feels like you didn't do like the things you thought you would. You didn't do everything you set out to do maybe. And it just but days like that are important where you just kind of go with the flow of things and don't have to worry so much about getting things done all the time. But I just I don't know, boys. But it's just those days where you just have to remind yourself of that no matter what happened, it's just you know you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Because every day can't be. I sometimes with my friends I make this whole joke of like oh, it's my big day today. Every day's my big day. But it's just like for lack of a better way to put it, every day can't be your big day. You know what I mean? So it's just yeah, it's just kind of realizing that for those days, for whatever reason you're feeling a little bit off, maybe set out to do something, didn't quite do it, whatever it could be, right? No matter what the situation is, tomorrow you're gonna get a new shot, you know. And it's also probably realizing that you did better today than you thought you did. That's something back when I was younger, I would constantly have this feeling of never doing enough, and now it's more of just a strange kind of introspective feeling that I get on certain days. I don't get upset with myself, but sometimes I just have to gently remind myself that it's okay. And even on those days, as I said, and remind myself that for lack of a better way to put it, tomorrow's going to be a new day. You know what I mean? So yeah, boys. Maybe I didn't have the day I thought I would. Maybe things didn't quite go as planned. But I was glad that I was able to have today. Every day is a gift, right? to continue with the the typical sayings. But if every day is a gift, I'm glad I was here. And who knows what tomorrow could bring. And yeah, I know it is kind of potentially an overly optimistic look at life. It's a matter of your opinion, I suppose. But yeah. So today was a day. Tomorrow will be another one. And we'll just have to see what the day brings, right, boys? So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.